Now moving over to why would he say that? We have to do this every single day, which is I watch all of these sports shows. I listen to a whole bunch of podcasts and watch YouTube videos so that you guys don't have to, because I wouldn't want to subject you to some of the things that these people are saying out here. One of which is everybody. Now, normally I try to attach a face to a take. Maybe it's a take that's gaining momentum, but there's like one guy who's clearly the face of it. This is kind of a everybody's in line. Everybody that's not, in my opinion, a former player or a true film watcher. And that is just about every single preseason take. I'm pretty sick of them. Listen, if you are not some dedicated film watcher, where you are breaking down X's and O's and schemes and the play design and really comparing it to other play, like a hardcore dedicated film watcher, I'm not one of them. You should stop giving preseason takes. The best example is the Anthony Richardson play from a week ago where he got blew up against the Ravens, and a handful of people, not just randoms on Twitter, but people who are paid to talk about football, said, man, that's a bummer. Anthony Richardson just got blown up, man. It's like, we're not going to get to see now, what this could have been. It ended too early, this, that, and third. And every single former athlete or former football player was like, that was his fault. He didn't align the protection correctly. It was a day one install, which, by the way, if you are not familiar with day one installs, don't have preseason takes. He's like, it's a day one install in an empty set, what he should have done, how he should have handled it, how he should have reacted, this, that, and the third. They were able to break it down and go, he missed this. This was the design. X, Y, and Z, broken down perfectly, beautifully. It was really cool to watch. Those guys should have preseason opinions, because that was clearly the sign of a guy that, even with preseason, even with his handful of starts, he's like, this is really bad. And if you don't have a lot of those other things, because this is day one. So him not understanding that's a really bad sign. The people that were concerned about Ashton Genty because he had 3 carries for -1 yards in his first game, and it was the stance change, like, oh, see the stance, Pete Carroll's messing with him, this, that. Then we see him against 49ers and he's running people over. Like, come on. If you don't know day one install, if you don't know the difference in the X and the Y receiver and what they're supposed to do, given coverages, rolling coverages, if you haven't been there on day 6 of training camp, stop giving your preseason takes, because none of them matter. The only things I think an analyst, if you are just a casual, you can be a hardcore analyst, but a casual film watcher, those exist. I consider myself that. I'm a casual film watcher, as far as I'm not watching super crazy for, did player X do this? Did player Y do that? Like, no, I'm kind of seeing what happened, what was the result, and trying to base it off what was the intent. If you run out of a power I formation, I'm not going to break down if it was power I, did the guard split, or double team this, that, or third. No, I'm just going to say, hey, look, that team knows how to run the ball. And I might associate it with the fact they have an offensive head coach, or they have this offensive line coach, and I can get you to that point without being a super hardcore film junkie. If you're not that, like, again, I think you can rate confidence in the preseason. I think some guys, Caleb Williams, he looked confident the other day. I don't care about his stats. I don't care about what he did. Like, he looked confident. He looked like he understood what was going on, and that was a big deal, because there's only so much you can see in practice, and so when you actually put him in the game, put him in pads, and you see how he reacts, how he handles himself, that is a quantifiable thing that we can all see and look at. He's got confidence. He understands what's going on. He doesn't look pressured. He doesn't look rushed. The speed of the game, even at a preseason level, but guys in pads running at him as fast as they do, he understood the job. He understood the assignment. He gets it, right? That you can take away from preseason game as a non-hardcore film watcher. But when you try to have these takes of like, oh, well, this receiver's not this guy, this running back seems to be shut up. Just shut up. If you are not breaking down installs, packages, lineups. Remember when Tua did it was last year, and he was telling all the Miami report, he's like, I'm just going to say a play to you guys, and you tell me what you think of it. And these were people that ask Tua questions all the time, and they go, well, we don't think you see this, or we don't think you see that. And they are non-football people or non-film watching football people trying to ask the professional NFL quarterback, I don't care how high you ever rated, I don't care how good you think he is, the professional NFL quarterback, and say, hey, why can't you see this? Why can't you do this? And he's like, let me just give you a play call. And he said one play call. And I believe he even said it a second time. And everybody was confused. That's the difference. The people that really understand what's going on versus the people that are here just to ask questions, stir stuff up, need to write an article. You guys shouldn't be giving preseason takes. Leave it to the people that actually know what's going on. Please and thank you. I promise we'll all be better for this.
I mean, if you want to be a part of one of the coolest, most unique communities, don't forget to like and subscribe.